Hey y'all, I hope y'all are doing fabulous this evening. My name is Maggie Hardy, if you don't know, and your girl is going to show you how to do a tutorial on this look right here. This video is in collaboration with 4 other women, but before we get into that, I do want to speak about the palette for just a minute. I received this palette for Christmas. I have not been able to put it down since I purchased it. It literally sits on my desk right here, and I use it almost every time I do a look. This palette is bomb.com. Your girl can't leave it alone. So this is the Plouise palettes. Everyone in the collaboration today is going to be doing a look using the palette. So let me open it up and show it to y'all real quick. This is what she looks like. Today, me and my friends are coming to y'all with some tutorials using this palette and the Plouise product. There are 4 of us girls. There's myself, Miss Maggie. There is Miss Angelic. There is Miss Rose, and there is Miss Helen. So I will have all their pictures surrounding my face probably right about now. And I will have all of their information linked down below. Now Angelique and Rose, they do have YouTube channels and they will have videos up. However, we are posting it on Instagram also, and Miss Helen is over on Instagram. That it would mean the world for me for y'all to go over and check these ladies out. Their talent, they're beautiful, they're kind, their channels are just amazing, their looks out of this world. They are all very, very talented. So I really hope that y'all head over and y'all check them out. And before we get into the video, you guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you don't, that's okay. Maybe I'll see you in the future. You can also follow me on all my social medias. Everything's linked down below in the description box. And it's pretty much Instagram and Twitter, which will be Maggie_Hardy88. So you guys, let's get in to this tutorial and let me show y'all how I achieved this look. So I just primed my lid with the Plouise base, and this is in the shade 05. I didn't take it all the way down because we will be, as you can see, cutting the crease. So Velvet Kiss is going to be the first shade that I dip into. After that, we'll go into Dreamy, and then we'll go into Climax. This palette is pretty big, so I don't want to have to keep lifting it up every time that I try to point out a shade. So I'm going to go into an E25 blending brush. This is a Sigma blending brush, and I'm going to go into Velvet Kiss, which is that reddish shade, and I'm going to pack and lightly blend. First, I forgot, we need to put a piece of tape because I really want that precise line. And now that I have that packed on, I'm going to go in and lightly blend the edges, and then I will just keep doing that all the way until I get into my inner corner. Taking a Morphe M506 into that orange shade, which is Dreamy, and I'm going to pack that like in between the 2 shades where I blended and where I packed. Going in with a Morphe M562, I'm going to go into Climax, which is the yellow shade, and do the same thing. I will dip back into that orange and just lightly blend that in again. I'm going to take a Morphe E18 brush. It's more of a dense packer brush. And I'm going to go into Lovestruck, which is the darkest brown in the palette. And I'm going to start this right here. And what I'm doing with this shade is I'm really just packing color in right over that red shade. It'll give us pretty much like a deep maroon. I'm going to go back in with that red, no extra pigment. What's left on the brush, and blend that out just a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with the orange brush that I used. You guys, this takes a lot of blending, so just be patient with yourself. It is a process. Okay, so once I have that, this step is not necessary. It really isn't, but I'm going to do it just because of the simple fact of we are going to go in and do a double space. So I'm going to take a Q-tip, and I have just some Lancome micellar water. Whatever kind of water you have is okay. And if you have a wipe, you can use a wipe. But I'm just going to go in here and get some of this shadow off, so when I go to cut the crease, it will be a little bit cleaner. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cut the crease. This is the Mar concealer brush. And this part I will probably just fast forward because it will be a process for me to cut my crease. I mean, because you know, I got my eyes are textured, they're old. So it takes me a moment to cut the crease to actually try to get a precise crease. Okay, now that I have the crease cut, I'm just gonna go in here with no product left on my brush and blend this out. I'm going to go in with the dark brown, the red, the orange, and the yellow, and we're gonna ombre a line. First color I'm gonna go into is the brown, and I'm going to pack this right here in this inner corner. And try to get right up in that line, really show the definition. Now I'm going to go into the red. Now the orange. Okay, now that this is done, I know it looks like a hot mess, but it's gonna come together, I promise. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go in with that brown, and I'm going to go in here and really define, add some depth into that crease. And I'm using just the lightest blend to get this in here. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna cut this crease once more. Yeah, this is the hardest part because you got to try to make it as even as possible. Okay, so in the palette there is no white, there's no glitter, there's no pigment, there's no shimmers in this palette. It's an all matte palette, which I love because I love to use pigments. So the pigment that I'm going to use today, this is a MAC pigment. It is a white pigment, but it has like this gold shift to it. It is absolutely beautiful. If you don't have a pigment, you can go into whatever palette you want and use any kind of shimmer you want. And if you don't even want to add this part, you don't have to. And then I'll go in with a Q-tip and I'm just going to clean this out. Get that fall off. Now this is the easy part again. We just go yellow, orange, red, brown. So first I'm going to dig into the yellow. Okay, now for the orange. I'm going to go back in with that blending brush that I used before with the orange. Go in here and really try to blend this out. Go in here and stamp this red on. And for the last part, the brown. Okay, once I have all that, I will just go in here and lightly blend everything towards the front of my eye, towards my tear duct. Go in and clean it up. You can use a baby wipe, you can use a Q-tip. Now you just go in and fix any little imperfections that you see. If something needs more blended out, if you need color somewhere where you don't think you have enough color, just go in here and play with it and get it blended. Now for the bottom lash line, I'm just going to take a little bit of that base. Okay, and then we're going to go from dark to light. Okay, y'all, so I am going to go finish my face. I'll be back with the finished look. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. What do y'all think? I absolutely love it. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. If you've made it this far, comment down below, Plouise. Y'all make sure to head over to my friends' channels, Miss Angelic, Miss Rose, and Miss Helen. Everything, again, is going to be in the description box. I really hope that y'all go check them out because, again, I cannot say enough good things about them. Their talent is amazing. Make sure to go do something nice for somebody today because you may be the only Jesus that somebody sees today. Somebody might need you. So y'all go out and spread the love and the kindness that everybody desperately needs. Go show some love. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye, y'all.